Hey guys, hello, it's Darling with Couture. Happy Sunday. I am an independent designer with Couture, and we're going to make this fun little snowman sign and ornament kit. Ornament. Okay, yeah, look how cute this is. I can't wait to make it. Sometimes I design something, like this one is totally from scratch, except for this is our tree that we did the other day. Remember our tree? So that is the same tree as this one. Our cute little rocking around the Christmas tree. If you didn't want to put Let's Stay Cozy or Feeling Frosty on here, you could just put this saying on the tree and that would be cute too. So totally up to you what to do on this project. I just think that since we've already done the tree, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do a snowman ornament, we're going to do the snowman sign, and I think we'll put Let's Stay Cozy on there. We'll fit it on there and we'll fit our little snowflakes here and there and everywhere. How are you guys? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. I am having a good day. Just getting all of the invoices done from the chalk paste sale. I am about ready to start sending them out. So I have everything sorted. I have everything logged in. I know who got what, and I can start sending out invoices tonight. So expect some of those. It does take a while. There's a lot. There's 74 people that purchased, so that's a lot. All right, let me find this on my page. Why is it not giving me a notification? Facebook, you are not very kind. There I am. Okay, so I can see I'm live. So if you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. I'm going to share this over to my VIP. And let me turn down the volume. How are you guys? Anybody do anything fun today? I tell you, I pretty much just stayed home. I'm still trying to play catch up with stuff. I feel like I am finally caught up on sleep. I got back on schedule. So I was a little bit off on my schedule. Just like when I had a couple nights where I was really exhausted, and so I laid down for a short nap, which turned into many hours. Like waking up at midnight, waking up at 1 o'clock, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm wide awake. Let's go ahead and let's just work. So anyways, I am back on schedule. I actually slept in my bed for the first time. I have something crazy to tell you guys about that. Let me pop you up to myself. Let's go ahead and do this. So, all right guys, hi, how are you? I know I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess. Nothing new about that. How are you guys? I'm Darlene Brown. I'm an independent designer for Couture, and I'm so happy to be here today to make these fun projects with you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting me and all your kindness. I appreciate it so much. Okay, weird thing happened. Last night was the first night that I've slept in my bed since George passed, and the weirdest thing happened to me. So I have a TV. It's like right up there. It's right to the right of my ring light, and I don't use it. I haven't watched TV in three years. I have not watched TV in 3 years. I gave it up a while ago. Just, you know, if the TV's on, I might be in the room, but I don't actively sit and watch TV, and I haven't turned on my TV in my room for 3 years. During the middle of the night, the TV turned on by itself. Yeah, my TV turned on by itself, and the channel changer was all the way across. The channel changer was all the way across the room. I didn't roll over on it. Nothing weird like that. And the batteries are dead in it. I can't turn the TV off. The switch to turn the TV off is behind it. There is a whole bunch of stuff in front of it. I have to move cabinets. This cabinet here, I have to move this cabinet to get to the TV to turn it off. There's no volume. There's no volume. But I can press this to turn it off, and it doesn't turn off. The batteries are dead. Oh gosh. Now it just did something weird, you guys. I just pressed the button. It did something really weird. Okay, so now it's like flashing a message that it's like this, no signal. Okay, anyways, the batteries are dead. It's not working, but yeah, it is doing weird things. Now it's, okay. So anyways, George is here with us. Guys. So that's all I can say is that no one touched the remote. It was all the way across the room. The TV turned on by itself. It wouldn't shut off. And now that I'm talking about it and I press one of the buttons, it starts flipping that there's no signal. Well, just a few minutes ago, there was signal. There was a TV show on. Okay, so weird freaky thing. So I know this is George telling me that he's okay. And now the TV's off. And now restarted. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just keep doing our thing. This is really weird. I know that, see, I have always believed that our friends, our loved ones, our animals, they come back and they let us know that they're okay. This is him. Tell me he's okay. I'm not crazy. You might kind of argue that, but yeah, weird stuff. So anyways, let's get going. Let's get going on our project. I know, really bizarre. Okay, so I mean, if I took a picture, I could take a picture and show you guys. Now it's like on the very startup thing. Yeah, hello. Hello guys, let's just do this, okay? So maybe at some point I will be able to pull the power cord and it will turn off. We've even had weird things where we unplugged stuff and it didn't turn off. So messages from above. I know, yeah, absolutely. That's the craziest thing. Okay, I told my husband that too. I said, the channel changer was across the room and it turned on. Okay, let's get started on this fun project. I am not going to put myself up in the corner. You do not need to see this hot mess. So I have the door tag. This is a Chocateur door tag. You can get these through my website. The wood cutouts, they are available through the Etsy store CreativeLaserArt4U, or you can buy them in a kit on my VIP group. The VIP link is above. I am not allowed to put the Etsy store link. However, you have the name and you can just go to Etsy and you can look that up. Okay, so we're going to do on this, I think what I want to do is let's stay cozy, because I have another idea with, am I going to do that or not? Ooh, you know what? Yeah, okay, so yeah, let's stay cozy. Okay, on here, you can do, if you want to do Feeling Frosty, you can. If you want to use the Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, this Christmas tree is the same one. Okay, so it's totally up to you. I know people are going to start saying, I'm a little off my rocker. It's okay. I can handle it. We have lots of paint colors, and we're going to do our background here. We're going to paint it with Royal Navy, and then we're going to do our Shimmer Midnight. Yep. Your babies let you know that they're okay. You know what? It's so funny because I refuse to sleep in the bedroom. I've been sleeping on the couch since he passed because I did not want to be in here because, you know, taking care of him was a huge thing. You know, hubby and I, we tag teamed on that. So I would take care of him. You know, I would go and grab him from hubby at 2 o'clock in the morning when I went to bed, because that's my bedtime. I would go grab him from him, bring him into my room, because you all know we have separate rooms because of our hours that we keep. So anyways, I would bring George in here, and I was very protective of him. I made sure that he wasn't going to roll off the bed. I made sure that he was up against the wall. And so it just feels really weird that he's not here. And I'm sure that a lot of people feel that way when they have lost a loved one. I'm sure that, you know, it's really hard to do some things. So, okay, the hat's going to be black. Snowflakes are all going to be white. So nose is going to be orange. Okay, the stick arms are going to be brown. The buttons, I'm going to do them red. So basically these two little snowmen are identical, except that one has a hole at the top and is going to be an ornament. Okay, so they're being painted the same. So that's easy peasy. This part, you know what, we'll just grab another little thing to use that on, to put these on. I have another one. Okay, so we'll just use this for our tag. And you know what, we might be able to move things around on here somehow. We might. If we move the buttons up, we could do this. All right, let's just move things around. I cannot believe I have a craft show coming up this next week. I have to set up for a craft show on Thursday. Anybody want to come help me? Oh my gosh, it's always so much work. Okay, this is going to go on here. Now I'm going to do this blue. So this is going to be my Royal Navy. We can do that first. We could do that one first, and we'll just move all this other stuff. So I know let me read through. There are certain sounds that you hear which dog is coming from, and just to let you know that they're here. Still from 07. Gosh, you know, I believe it. I believe it. Anna says, in the hospital, certain things happen in rooms all the time. I just say, may your soul be at peace and go to rest. Some weirded out, but I always think something happened that doesn't allow them to go. Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right about that. Did you ever get my big dog bed? No, Lori. And I was thinking about that the other day, how sad it's going to be. You know, I didn't say hello to everybody. I just got started because this was a little crazy. Let me go up and see. Let me go up and see who's here really quickly. Hi, sis. How are you? Yeah, I'm crazy. I'll call you later, Doris. Oh my goodness. A little crazy, but it's okay. You know I am. I'm going to paint at the same time. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Tina and Anna. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Debbie Dean. Hi, Deb, my sister. Thanks, Anna. I think it's a fun project. I think you guys will like it. I'm excited. I love snowman. Hi, Shelly. I can't wait to see it too. Thanks for sprinkling, Tina. Hi, Janine. Hi, Lori. Hi, Carol. Hi, Donna. Hi, Karen Ramako. Thanks for sprinkling, Carol. I appreciate it. Trying to scroll up. Hi, Jackie. I saw a message come through right before I was getting ready to start. I will, I think it was from you. I'll go in there and I will check messages. It was scrolling across the top, so I will check messages when I'm done here. Okay, so this is Royal Navy. Okay, I'm going to try to look at, see who's here. Sorry. I got distracted in telling you about the incident with the TV, which is just weird because I don't watch TV. So I wouldn't be turning it on. I haven't had it on in 3 years. So just a weird thing, you know, just something that George is telling me he's here. I told my husband that this morning. He just kind of looked at me like, okay. Am I really seeing things? Okay, let me just put that to the side. Let's just let that dry on its own. I know. Hi, Linda. Hi, Darlene. I know. You guys, it's silly. Hi, Patricia. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm not crazy. It is from him for sure. Yeah, I know. Okay, so the dog bed. I was thinking about that the other day. I have not received the dog bed yet. I was told when I ordered the big dog bed that is for humans to sleep into. So I know it's silly, but I have always thought that dog beds were so comfy. Do I want white? Okay, yeah. Okay, so white here. This is gonna be white too. I think I'm gonna get some of the shimmer. I think I should put shimmer frost on these too. Okay, so dog beds are so comfy to me. Many times I have woke up in the dog bed and I've told you guys that many times. So when I saw the Kickstarter for, okay, I'm not worried about the hat part because there's a brim. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit above that. When I saw the Kickstarter for a human-sized dog bed, I told my husband about it and he said, yeah, go ahead and get it. So I did. I haven't received it yet. So Kickstarter things, they wait until there's enough funding and then they produce them. If you remember, Glowforge was a Kickstarter program that started a long time ago that took forever, took years and years for it to finally kick off. And then when it did, no turning back with that one. So anyways, the dog vid is supposed to be here in November is what they had last said. So yeah, it's kind of sad in a way, but I don't even know. I don't know what I'll do, because at the point when I actually ordered it, we still had 4 dogs. I ordered it last year. It's been a long time. If I go back, maybe we only had 3 dogs. No, wait a second. No, we had Molly. I think that Bailey had passed. Okay, just I'm tapping. This is just white. I'm gonna do all of my little snowflakes with white. So anyways, yeah, just weird that it will be strange to get the human-sized dog bed and only have Stubby. So he wasn't happy with me today. I had to clean his eye. His eye was all caked over. I had to clean his eye because he couldn't see out of one eye because it was all glued shut. He has a tear duct that's defective. So for him, he hates that. He hates when I give him a bath, I kind of get it softened up, and then we work on it. It was not fun. He was not a happy camper. And he may have squawked like a chicken when I finally got all of it off. Okay, the red I'm using, I just grabbed Cinnamon Drop. You can use any red that you want. Totally, there's lots of reds. Country Red is a great red. Do I have Country Red in here? Hang on. I would prefer Country Red. Okay, Country Red is kind of a darker red. So, it's so crazy, guys. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Janelle. Karen, get over here. You need to come help me. Oh, it's so crazy. Okay, so the TV is now back onto, it showed there was no service. Okay, I'm going to take a picture and show you guys because you're just not going to believe this. So there's a light post up there. So this is what I'm seeing on my TV now. So now it is showing me, is it going to turn sideways? It's showing me that there are all these, can you see? All these shows to choose from. And it's just scrolling through them. It's really weird. It's a really weird thing. So in a few minutes, it'll probably go to no service. Just a weird thing. I'm going to unplug it from the wall because it shouldn't be working. All right. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Guys, it's just weird. I know that it's just George letting me know he's okay. I know that he's fine. I know there was time for him. Honestly, guys, he was so sick. He was extremely sick, and I was brokenhearted that oh gosh, that little boy, he even wagged his tail the morning that we had to put him down. He was still wagging his tail, but the look in his face, even though he couldn't see, the look in his face, I could tell that he didn't feel good. And I knew it was time. There was no doubt about it. It was time. I did not have any second thoughts that we did the wrong thing. Not at all. I mean, it definitely was time for him to go. So it's just weird that he's showing his face now. Basically, he's showing himself to me, saying, "Mom, I'm okay. I found Bailey and Molly and Lacey." And here's the other thing. Do you want to know what another weird thing? So another weird thing is that his son Teddy, who was from Bailey's first litter, Teddy is Bailey and George's son, and from the very first litter, so would have been about 14. Teddy passed away, had to be put down the day after George. So that was really an odd thing to us, that, you know, just a real coincidence that he also had congestive heart failure. Okay, so he had congestive heart failure for a while. I think maybe even a year. And then all of a sudden just got really bad. Okay, so black. So my orange was jack-o'-lantern orange. use whatever orange you want to use. I am going to just paint here. Remember the hat band's going over there, so you don't have to worry so much. Try not to get it on the side like I did. Try to be more neat than I am. Oh my gosh, guys. Craziness. Crazy, crazy. So I'm kind of excited for this craft show coming up because it usually gets cold about now. It starts to get cool and a chill in the air. Sometimes it rains at this craft show. We don't like it to rain, but it's kind of weird. I feel like this craft show that's coming up, we either get rain in the fall or we get rain in the spring at this craft show. So let's see. If you got mineral oil, put some on a cotton ball to get, oh, around his eye. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'll do that. Hi, Donna and Chris. Hi, Betty and Margarita. You know, it's kind of funny that, you know, poor Stubby, he has had so many problems with his eye, and the eye that's giving us problems right now is actually his good eye, because I don't know if you remember, but he got his eye slashed open by Molly and had to have a cornea repair. And that's been about 5 years ago. So they were just playing around and she got a little rambunctious. Sometimes she would just get mean all of a sudden. Or she's a bully, you know, she was a bulldog. So all of a sudden she just jumped up and put her paws out and slashed his eye right in the center. And so he had a cornea repair about 5 years ago. So the eye that's gunking up is his good eye. So we really have to preserve that eye, because his eye that had the cornea repair is he can see, but he can only see peripheral. Right down the center is a scar, so he can see to the left, he can see to the right, but he can't see down the center with it. Okay, I think I want to get a tiny brush for that. Let me just grab one out of my drawer, whatever I find first. Okay, here's a little brush just to do the star. We're going to do the star on the tree. If you want to chalk your tree, put rocking around the Christmas tree, you can do that instead of putting the other saying on here. That is totally up to you. These kits will be available over in the VIP group. They are also going to be available from the Etsy store later tonight. So let me just, okay, so that was, the yellow that I used was deep ochre. It's kind of a goldish yellow, like a, yeah, that color. It's kind of that color. So, yeah, I don't know what to call that. It's not gold. It's not yellow. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a star yellow. I am trying to get this open. I have no nails. My nails have broken. Okay, I'm going to do the bottom part brown. I will bring back my brush that has brown on it. And let's do that part first, and then I'll do the green. So the brown was light cinnamon. You can use any brown. You don't have to use the colors that I use. Okay, so you can totally just do your own thing with that. The green is holly green. I just grab whatever color is closest that's available. Okay, so we have a ton of different colors, and I have my favorites, but I am not so picky. I just grab what's closest, what's down. We have shelves that have paint all the way to the ceiling. And I am not going to climb on a chair to grab my paint. So whatever is down on Tara's desk, that's what I am going to grab. Okay, I'm going to just get really close up to the star and try not to get the star. If I have to get a stylus to do that, I will. Yeah, just trying to get right up there. So if it's hard, you can get like a stylus or a toothpick. Here's the easy thing, guys. Take a stylus like this. Shake your paint bottle. Remember, there's always paint right here inside of that. Okay, always. Going to be right inside that lid, and you can just paint right with that. Just like that. Okay, so if that's easier sometimes. Okay, let's dry this. Let's sand this. We are going to do the face. See how there's little dots here for the eyes. We could do little cheekies. Let me see if I can find a little little brush. I don't know if I have, you know what, I have a cotton, I have a Q-tip. We can use a Q-tip to do little cheekies. Deb says, you wish it were getting cold already. It's 57 today, which is warm for you. 57 would be great here. Lisa said it's 52 and high, and a high in the 40s on Friday. Yay! I know, Karen, you don't want to turn your heat on. I know. I love when it gets cold. I don't turn my heat on. I like to be cold. We keep it cool in here because of the lasers anyways. Okay, dry. You can just let it dry. You don't have to use a heat gun. I'm just doing this so you don't have to sit and watch it dry. And then we're going to put a second coat on the blue also. So maybe what we'll do is we'll swap this so it can continue to dry. So let's do that. Let's just set this to the side. Let's bring in our other piece that we were painting on. Okay, so let's bring this back and let's dry this and let's put a second coat. This is the background. So this is like the sky. The background, we're going to put snowflakes on there. We'll put a couple little dots. We're going to put our Shimmer Midnight. You want to do a background with that, okay? So shimmer can be transparent. If you try to just paint with your shimmer, you probably will be disappointed because it's a little transparent, okay? So the best thing to do is to put a base coat on there so that it's easier for you to have a solid color when you do the shimmer part, okay? Does that make sense? So I almost always base coat every single thing that I paint, you know, that I'm going to chalk. There really isn't exceptions to that. Base coating is best because then it's solid, and when you chalk on it, it will take the chalk evenly, okay? So if you were to just chalk on here, sometimes, like this is already base coated, it's white, but sometimes like this would be kind of transparent in a way. It wouldn't go on as dark and as solid as I want it to be, okay? Hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and dry, and then we can put our shimmer on. We're not going to put it on really thick. Okay, we just want some sparklies here and there. So we're going to dry this first really quickly, and then we'll do our Shimmer Midnight. Anything that makes it dry and stick. Oh yeah, staticky. Deb says you love fire in the pellet stove, so warm. Yes, that would be for sure. I can't wait to go up to my cabin. I'm hoping I can sneak in a trip in October. I'm just not sure because, you know, and if I can't, then it won't be till December because November is my busiest month for craft shows. November is my month where I say I can't do anything except for crafting and work. It's just crazy. I need lots of help in November. November is my crazy month. It always has been. My job has always put up with me, so they know when November comes. And you know what? It wasn't supposed to be busy, and then all of a sudden, I was asked to do the preschool craft show, which we haven't had for a few years. So I actually have one extra in there that I'm in charge of. So when I'm in charge of events, oh my goodness, guys, it's a little crazy. It's a little hectic. I'm trying to do my own stuff and then also be in charge. It can be a little bit too much. So I always wish that I just had a clone. Okay, trying to get the shimmer part even on here. I'm trying to spread it quickly enough that it's not going to be streaky. Don't want it to streak. There's a lot of gold down here at the bottom, which is going to be covered up. So I'm trying to get more gold up here near the top. I wish there was a way to do that. So just going to put a little bit more on there, and then we'll set this to the side, and this can be drying while we're doing all of our other stuff. Okay, just trying to take long strokes to make it even so that it's not globby or anything like that. Okay, can you see all the gold? See all the gold sparklies? Okay. All right, let's bring this back and let's do our second coats on what we need to do. So one is an ornament, one's going on the sign. We're going to just sand. The reason we sand, so if somebody's wondering why are you sanding, it's because when you paint, it raises the grain. If you look at this, it's kind of prickly. You want it to be nice and smooth. You don't want it to look unprofessional. I've seen, you know, sometimes you go to craft shows and you can tell when people are beginners because they haven't sanded their projects, or maybe they just have never been taught that sanding is a necessary part of that. So I like to teach that so that you know, because whether you're just keeping it for yourself or you're giving it as a gift, you want it to look nice. Okay, so I just quickly go over it. This little sander is from Gator, and these are replaceable. They last a long time. I usually have to replace them every couple of months, and I paint almost every single day. Okay, you can use a tack cloth, get all your desktop if you want to. We're just going to go ahead and paint our second coat on there. Grab my little paintbrush. Let's get a little more white paint in here. Let's do our snowmen first because we're going to end up doing their faces. So we want them to be dry. This project really doesn't take that long. There's just a lot of little steps. Okay, get a little bit of your paint. Let's do all of our cute little snowflakes. And I just want to have these nice and solid. Sometimes I will say I want the grain to show through, but on these guys, I like my snowflakes and my snowman to be really solid. Okay, so I like it to have two coats. You can do what you want to do. Everybody, you know what? You paint the way you want to. You don't have to say, oh, Darlene did it this way, or I have to do it this way. No, you get to make your own rules. If you want it to be transparent, you do it the way you want to do, okay? Don't let anybody tell you it's right or wrong. Honestly, you're the artist. You get to choose. Don't let anybody make the rules up for you, okay? So nobody knows. No one knows how it's supposed to be, right? You are the one that knows, and you can decide how it is. Okay, so don't look at things. You know, once upon a time, I thought things needed to be a specific way. I can remember saying things and making a fool of myself because I thought somebody did something wrong. No, they just were doing it their way. Okay, so everybody is entitled to do and paint and create the way they want to. So no judging, and no sweating the small stuff, guys. Remember, no sweating the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. Okay, so we are going to put some shimmer. I think we should put our shimmer frost on our snowflakes and the snow, not on the snowman. What do you think? I think the snowman should just be white, but the snow and the snowflake should be glistening. That's my opinion. Tell me if you think that's okay, because that's kind of what I think I want to do. Okay, I'm just going to bring these over and we'll just go in whatever order I pick up the paintbrush. Okay, so we're doing our orange. It's jack-o'-lantern orange. There's many different orange colors. Just use whatever you have. You don't need anything. Nope, he's not missing a scarf at all. His scarf's right here. Yep, he's not missing a scarf. Yeah, you prefer your snowmen to be more solid. Can you reuse the foam brushes? I do. I reuse them. You can tell I reuse them because when I pull one out of a drawer, there's paint on it from before. Yeah, I use them over and over. Let me see. Loving the blue. Yeah, his scarf is right here. He's going to have a scarf made from this. So not missing a scarf. I decided not to do the scarf with wood. I wanted to give him more dimension. And I wanted it to match his little buttons. So if you want to do a wooden scarf, you could do a wooden scarf if you want to. See where the neck is notched like that? It's notched so that I can put the fabric in there. The fabric ribbon. So if you want to tear a strip of fabric, you can do that. I kind of debated because I do have some flannels, but the cute little plaid, I think that'll look really good with the buttons. So, and with this ribbon, so it'll match, it'll go with the gray. So it was all planned. I thought about that ahead of time. When I designed this, I just drew it. I just drew it on the computer, drew my little snowman, created my little snowflakes, did all those things. But it was intentionally done like that. Okay, this is the red. This is our country red, and then we'll do our black. But you know what, guys? There's no right or wrong. If you want to do a wooden scarf, you can absolutely do that. It's totally up to you. Like I said, oh, that's that one. Let me find the yellow. Where's my yellow? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's right. I used a small brush. I'm like, where's my yellow? There it is. I used a small brush for that. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like I said, it's totally up to you, because we all have different ideas in our head how we think things should turn out. We all have different ideas of what we like. Did I already do that? Oh, I did those, but I didn't do down here. So if you would prefer to have a wood scarf, then just go ahead. You can cut one out. You could cut one out with foam if you wanted to. You know, the foam that people use, you could do that. Totally up to you. So, yeah, he has to have a scarf, okay? So Tara made something while I was gone, and when I looked at the picture, I was like, oh, he's missing his scarf. That's funny that I said that. And when I got back and I tied a ribbon around it, she goes, oh yeah, he needed that. He totally needed that. So I'm getting messages. My crafter friends are trying to plan a little dinner tomorrow night to get together. And my phone is just going off. All right, let's see, black. I need to do here, 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 and then we're gonna do the face. So it's almost dry. Let me just put some black over here. I'm sorry, it's like, it's vibrating, and yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. It's on silent. And that's what it does when it's on silent. It vibrates like that. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the hat, I thought the hat was really cute. And if you want to do something different on the hat, there's just a snowflake that's going to be on his hat. If you want to do a brim, like a hat brim, sometimes I will do a color across there. I decided not to do that on this one. I got way too much black. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking I was painting, but look at, I'm going to be doing his eyes and his mouth, but we're going to be doing cheekies first. So we're going to do little cheeks. I'll use this. Let me get a paper towel. I just need a part of one. I just need like a little tiny piece. And we are going to, oh my goodness. We're going to take our red. Okay, I'm going to kind of smash down this Q-tip. And we are going to get most of it off. And we're going to draw like little circles. See where his, the dots are for his mouth? Can you see that? Where it was scored? We're going to put cheeks right in there. So I'm going to just kind of draw his cheeks with this. Drawing a little circle. Some people use makeup, use real makeup on their, and they use like one of the little wedge things. You can do that. If you have one of the little daubers, you can do that. I just didn't want to go in the other room, so I am just using a Q-tip. A Q-tip works. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a snowman. He's not going to care what his cheeks look like, right? So we are going to put shimmer on the snow and on the snowflakes, but I wanted to do this part and get the eyes and the mouth, the black dots on there. I wanted to get them done. Ooh, I wish they would stop sending messages. I am just like, please. This is like the second day in a row that they're just like chatting. Okay. Okay, that's going to be cute just like that. Next, I'm going to take a stylus and I'm going to do the eyes and the mouth with this. Okay, so I'm just going to dip it into the black and I'm going to be able to do an eye. Okay, and then I'll be able to do some of the little dots on the mouth, and then I'll do the next eye, and then I'll do some of these. I should be able to do maybe, oh yeah, 2 of them, and then I'll get more paint. So just like that. Okay, so there is his little face, and we'll do this one over here. And you can see right through the paint, you can see the little marks, the scoring marks. Okay, just like that. So kind of, you can, it doesn't have to be equal. So the little coal, it can be different. It doesn't have to be a round circle. It can be however you want it to be. Okay, so now what we can do is we can dry that. We can glue this on. I can put the shimmer on there, and then we can go back and we can do the words. We need to chalk words on the sign, okay? But let's dry this a little bit. We'll use the heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, you can simply just let it dry. Paint usually takes like 15 minutes to dry. The little dots on the eyes will take longer because they are thicker, okay? So let's dry all of this stuff. If you want to put snow on your tree, I can show you how to do that. You can either speckle it, or you can take a little sponge and put snow. You can take a little paintbrush and do that. Let me just show you how to do that with the paintbrush and with our shimmer. Let's do that. So we're going to paint some shimmer on here, shimmer on our snowflakes, and let's put a little bit of shimmer onto our tree. So the way that I do that is I have these big brushes. Okay, so these are, you can use a regular brush, but this is just a brush, a watercolor brush. Okay, so we're going to do this part. This is the bottom part. Usually I'll start at the top, but I want to get some of this off of the brush. I don't want a ton on there when I do my snowflakes. I'm just going to lightly go across them, and it's going to just put some sparkles on. I don't want it to be globby, okay? I want it to just have some on it. Okay, does that make sense? I don't want big globs, so I'm trying to just kind of quickly go across it, and it's just getting some glitter on there from the this is Shimmer Frost that I'm using. Okay, so just getting a little bit of the glitter that's in that on there, just like that. Okay, so I'll show you. So it just makes it look shimmery. Okay, does that make sense? And then down here, it doesn't have to be even. Remember, it is snow. Okay, I'm not doing my snowman. I want my snowman to just be plain. But I am going to put some of this onto my tree. Generally, I'll put it like on the sides, on the branches, like right here, like that. If you want to put some in the center, you could. If you want to go like this and do it so that it looks like it's like little scallops, you can totally do that. It is up to you how you choose to do that and how much you put on there. You can speckle it with a toothbrush. Okay, so really there's no right or wrong. There, you know, you just do it the way you want to. Okay, you can go back over it if there's not enough. Just go back over it another time and add a little bit more. Okay, I'm probably going to add a little bit more down here at the bottom and just go across, just like that. Okay, so I think that's fine. You know, if you want to go in the center, if you want it to kind of be like a tree that has snow all over it, you can totally do whatever you want. Honestly, it's up to you. So now I have like a really snowy tree. Okay, I'm gonna dry this, and then we can we're gonna glue part of the snowman together. Okay, and then what I'll do is we will do the words on our other sign. We're gonna do it just in white. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna put on the door tack, I'm gonna put "Let's Stay Cozy." You can put "Feeling Frosty." You could have done "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" on the tree. Totally up to you what you decide. But let's try this really quickly, and then we can start gluing. And I am not going to use my my glue gun. I'm going to just, oh, snow on the ground is fine. Yes, yes, just wash after it's done and dry. Hi Bridget, how are you? So just dry, dry, dry. And then we're going to glue, okay? And I have little beads for the ornament. Remember, shimmer takes a little bit to dry. That's why I'm just giving it a little bit extra. If I touch it, yeah, it's dry. Okay, so I can take those pieces off. I can stack them over there. That's a little thick. It's probably not all the way dry, so I'll be careful with that. I'm going to take off all of these guys. One of these is going to go on the hat, the small one. So two of the small ones are going to go onto the hats of our snowman. Okay, just going to take all this off so it's easier to glue this all together. Okay, a hat band or hat brim for each of them, and then we have our little buttons and we have our little arms. Okay, so he has his stick arms. Okay, now we're just going to glue it together. I am just going to use my regular tacky glue. Let me clean the end. It's getting a little icky. It's almost out. It's getting kind of low. So I'm trying to keep it so it's on the side. All right, so just put some, not on there, darling. Almost had a boo-boo. Okay, so just get those on there in place. Do your little nose. Just like that. Get it the angle you want it to be. Okay. And okay, that looks good like that. The arms are just going to go like this. So hopefully they'll stay in place on their own without having to put something underneath of it. I don't want to have to prop it up, but if I have to, I will. Okay, so I just press it down. Hopefully it's going to stay. And then the buttons will go down the center. There's like a little thing there. It was like a little hair or something, or a fuzzy piece. Okay, so aren't they cute? They're looking so cute. You can have this at whatever angle you want. Totally up to you on that nose. Okay, so 2 arms. Okay, and then we're going to do our buttons. So I'm going to do one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Hopefully that's good. And then the neck part, we're going to put this on when it dries in a moment. Okay, so just put your buttons in there. It's okay that glue goes up and you can see it through the little holes. It will dry clear. Don't stress. Okay. If you want to use real buttons, you can totally do that. We normally would do that, but I thought it was cute to just cut my own, and then I don't have to dig through my button box. Okay, so then we're going to put a little snowflake on each of the hats. Okay, so snowflake, just a little bit of glue there. It's going to go right there. Little bit of glue. And it's going to go there. You can use whatever glue works best for you. I just like to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. It dries clear. It's what works best for me because I usually have to move things around a little bit. I don't like using super glue or anything like that because, whoopsie, because it will dry and then I can't move it if I have to. Okay, so I use Aleene's when I do classes. I don't like using something that's going to dry right away. I don't want people to have to be committed. Okay, this is almost dry. We're just going to take this tag off here. We will, I think what we'll do is we will kind of put some of this on here so we know exactly where the words are going to be. Let's dry this. If you have questions, let me know. The snowman, I have the snowman kits available. They're available in the VIP group. So I have all the kits available in the VIP group, or if you just need the wood pieces, you can get them from the Etsy Store CreativeLaserArt4U. So all of this is available in a kit. If you just need part of it, you can get just part of it. If you need the transfer and everything, you can get the transfer. and the chalk paste and everything. So I have this all dry. This is brand new. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut it. Let me find my scissors somewhere. That's always a trick, guys, finding my scissors. Oh my goodness, they are here somewhere. Yeah, there they are, underneath my fuzzing cloth. Okay, so let's just cut this. We're gonna do Let's Stay Cozy. We're gonna kind of do it, cut it apart. So I designed this whole little snowman, and the tree is our Chocateur tree that we did the other day. Okay, we're gonna do Let's Stay Cozy. We are gonna have a bow at the top. We're gonna make something else with this. Okay, so I have something else that's planned with those. Okay, but what we want to do, guys, we want to know exactly where things stop. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Okay, that's gonna be there. Oh, this one's the one with the hole. That's my ornament. Okay, this is gonna be here. This is going to be here. You don't have to glue it yet. Okay, so you don't have to glue it yet. We just have to know where things are going to be. We're going to put these on later because we're going to fit them around everything. This bow is going to be at the top. I do have to plug in my glue gun. Totally forgot. Okay, so I do have to plug it in because I'm putting the bow on. And I'm going to glue the bow on. It's going to be easier. Okay, so let me plug the glue gun in. All right. Okay. Can I put the link down? I can't. I am not allowed to. No, because of compliance, we are not allowed to put the link for the Etsy store. You have to go to Etsy, and then you have to search for Creative Laser Art for You. Okay, I'll put the name here, but because of compliance with Chocateur, I am not allowed to put the link. So soon we'll be able to do that. They're making changes. Okay, so what you're going to do is you go to Etsy and you search for the store. You search for that store, Creative Laser Art for You. So you just go to Etsy.com. Etsy.com. Okay, I'm putting it in here, sorry. And then search for that. Okay, so you go to Etsy.com and search for that. If you just want to go buy the kit, you're going to go to this right here, to the VIP group. Okay, so there's the VIP group. Okay, all right, so we want to do Let's Stay Cozy. It won't fit all the way across because this is longer than the board. Okay, so the bow is going to be at the top. We're just going to tie a regular bow just like this. So let's just tie our bow, figure this out. I want to figure it out for you guys. And we're also going to put a snowflake right in the center of this. This is not going to be a big bow. You know I'm not a big bow person. You know I just like small bows. I just, bows are not my thing, but sometimes I'll add them to them because it makes it cute. And I will take this, I'll sell it at my craft show. I'm trying to get a bunch of things because I need a lot, okay? Darlene needs to have a ton of things at my craft show because I sell a lot of finished goods. I like to have lots of samples to show people what they can do, but one of my shows that's coming up in a month, I am only allowed to take finished goods. So I'm going to be cranking out finished goods. Okay, so there's my bow that's going to be at the top. Okay, so I might trim it just a little bit more. So this is how big my bow at the top is going to be. Okay, so that'll be glued right there. So Let's Stay Cozy. I think that what I can do is put Let's Stay and then Cozy will be here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take this. I'm going to fuzz it on my t-shirt. I'm just going to stick it to my shirt because my fuzzing cloth is buried. Okay, let's just get this worked right in here. Okay, that's going to be perfect right there. Let's Stay. And then Cozy is going to be, you know what, we could kind of put Cozy at an angle. It almost fits. It almost fits. It's like so close. It would be too squished. Okay, so let's put this right here. The bow's going to be glued right like that. Okay, so I'll glue it so that it stays like that. Okay, so Let's Stay. And then Cozy, how's it? It's going to fit. Is it going to fit? I have to make sure it's going to fit, guys. Let's stay. And then I think cozy is going to be just a little bit at an angle. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's do it. I can always repaint it if I have to. I am the tester. So I'm the one, I'm going to make sure that it fits for you guys. If it doesn't fit, then we'll do it a different way. Okay. So I am sure it's going to fit. One way or another, we're going to get it to fit in there. So let's do this part first. Okay. Let's stay. And then we'll do cozy. Okay. We'll make it fit. We will make it fit somehow. Okay. So peel this off. Don't rip it off like a Band-Aid. If there's something wrong with it, like, look at the T did not take all the way. So just lay it back down and go back over it if you have to. And then you're just going to peel up, make sure everything's there. Okay. Then what we can do is we can cover part of that has all the chalk paste. We can cover it just like that. We're going to dry this. Okay. And then we're going to fit this in here. We're going to fit this at an angle. Okay, that's what we're going to do. There's always a way to do it. If I taken my tree out or made my tree like shorter, then it probably would have worked, but I wanted it like this. Okay, let's try this. Dry, dry, dry. Another thing you can do is you can push this down so it's further down. Okay, so we could just push this further down. We haven't glued it onto the bottom yet. And I'm not going to do a second door tag behind it, but you can if you want to. If you want to do a door tag, 2 lines, yeah. I like it like this. Yeah. Let's stay, because this is going to be right here. Let's stay cozy. Yeah. So you know what, guys, we can push this down just a little bit. So it's down at the bottom, just a little bit like that. Okay. And then cozy can fit right in there. Okay. So if we want to do it at an angle, we can do it at an angle. Okay. Or we can just do it like this. Okay. I think we should just do it like this. Okay, let's take that out. And I'm just going to put it, it's just going to be like a step down. Okay, and the tree's still going to fit there. Okay, yeah, it's going to be fine. All right. So, you know, sometimes you just have to work with the space that you have. There's other options. I could make this so that it's different at the bottom, but I'm not going to. I think it's going to be fine just like that. Okay, so going to go ahead and do cozy. And see, this is the part where you guys get to decide what you want to do. If you want to do yours differently, if you want to do let's at the top and stay cozy down at the bottom, you can do that. Okay, so I feel like it'll fit better this way. Okay. So then just take this just goes onto your backer sheet. You're going to wash that. You can use this over and over and over for other projects. Okay, so now we just need to glue this all together. And actually I can move that back up. And I think it's going to be cute like that. It's going to look like, hey, she intentionally did that like that just to fit around the snowman. And then this is going to be here. We'll put snowflakes in between. So let's dry that so I don't touch it, because you know how I am about touching things. You know that I do that. Okay. I think it's going to be cute. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Is there gingerbread on there also? Yes, there are gingerbreads on the Etsy store. Yes, there are tons of different things. I know, absolutely. So we're having some gingerbreads come up soon too on other projects. Okay, let's glue this on. Okay, I didn't have to move it down, but you could totally move it down if you wanted to. I'm going to just glue everything on, but I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue just to help it, because that will help it stay in place immediately. Okay, so there's no moving around, so that we can hold it up and I can show you the project. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have my hot glue gun plugged in, And we are just going to put a couple of little drops of hot glue here and there. And that will just make it stay. When I lay it down, it's going to grab that and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. And then the other glue will take a couple hours to dry. Okay. So get it in place and then just press down and hold it. Okay. So that it doesn't move. And then as that hot glue is gonna cool really quickly. And then this is not going anywhere. Okay. It's stuck. Okay. This has a little curve that goes right there. Okay, this has a little curve that fits right there. Okay, so just make sure that you have it in the right place. Don't stick anything into your chalk paste. Clean up some of your messes before you start doing things. All you're gonna do is just spray a little bit of water. It's water soluble. Take a paper towel, a little bit of elbow grease, and voila, it's gone. It's gonna be so cute, guys. I'm so excited. It's kind of fun when you create something and it all comes together and you're like, wow, that was a good idea. This idea started about, I don't know, almost midnight last night. I'm back on my schedule where I'm going to bed at, I usually go to bed about 2 o'clock. That's just my time. When it's really quiet in the house, I get tons of things done. So I'm back on my schedule of staying up till 2 in the morning. All right, so let's do our tree. Let's do our snowman. We can put these both on really quickly. And then we'll do our bow. But we have to do a hanger. So we're going to do a jute hanger so that we can hang it. Okay, make sure you get the little, see the little curve there? That's where it goes. Then press and hold. Okay. And then we still have all these little snowflakes to put on. All right, so the snowflakes, we're just going to fit here and there. But let's get our bow on first. So then we know where we have to put snowflakes. Okay, we may not need all those. You might use some of those for another project. Okay, so here, this is your jute. We're going to hang it with the jute. And, oh yeah, scarf first. Thank you. Thank you. The scarf needs to go on first. Okay, let me just go ahead and put that under there. Thank you. All right. Okay, so I should have done that first, but it's okay. Quickly, huh? Okay, so I tied that on. I was able to lift the head. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, so tie that on first, guys. Tie the scarf on first. I lucked out because I was able to lift it and I could just tuck some more glue right under that. Okay, so just tie your scarf on and then just do an angle with, oh, you know what? We're going to redo that. Okay, when I pulled that up, it lifted him right off of there. Okay, so no big deal. We're going to redo him. Now that I did that, thank you. We're just going to put some more hot glue. We'll just glue him right back down. Okay, sometimes I just need somebody here holding my hand the whole way. Okay. All right, I think we're good now. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it back over and let's just press it down and he's gonna stay this time. Okay, thank you. That was a quick save. Thanks for telling me. I'm glad I looked over. And you can, if you want to glue that down, you can. You can totally just put a tiny bit of glue right there on the scarf to glue it down. Let me just turn that. Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue. Oh my goodness. You guys, I need your help. I need you guys here. Thank you for telling me. Okay, there's that one. And then I am just going to put just a little tiny touch of glue right there. It's just going to hold that down. It's just going to hold it down so that it's not moving. Okay, so don't get your fingers in there. You can take your stylus and press that in there, but don't put your finger on it because that glue is so hot. Okay, any of these little hot glue strings that you have, take your heat gun. Okay, if you put your heat gun on there, those hot glue strings are just going to shrivel up and be gone. Okay, they just go away. That is the trick. And if you need to do anything, look at Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a problem there. We have a problem, guys. I don't know what I got on it. I'm just going to sand it and I will just paint that area really quickly. I got something on it. Where's my white? No big deal, guys. Got my white paint. Go right over it. There we go. Okay. We had a little boo-boo there. Okay, so next you're going to take your jute. I'm glad I looked over there. Thank you for saving me. Tie a knot in the end. Move some of your paint if you need to. Tie a knot in the end. Take this part. See this part? You're going to pinch that together. The top part, that's going to go through here. You're going to open it up. You're going to grab the tails. It's going to hang with that. So that's where it's going to hang on the wall, your door, or whatever. And you're going to glue your little bow right there. So the bow is going to be right at the top. You're going to hot glue that on there. Okay, so I know it's turning out really cute. Even if I have a little oopsie, it still is super cute, guys. I'm so excited. I think that, I think someone's going to love this. I will take it to my show and I will sell it. Okay, I know. I can always make another one for myself, but I will take it to my show and sell it. I will probably sit there and I'll demo some of these too. Okay, I think I want to put a snowflake right in the center. I can just hot glue that right on there because it can glue onto the fabric. Just like that. Okay. All right, now the rest of these I'm going to just glue on with regular glue, but let's figure out where they're going to go. Okay, so I'm going to put one here and there and there and there, and then where else do we need one? Maybe we need that there and that there. We may not need all of them. You don't have to have, see there's already one here, so I don't want to put one there. Do I need another one? Or do you think that's good, guys? I'm kind of thinking we don't need, we'll use this for something else, okay? I think that's good like that. What do you think? I think it's so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love when a project comes together. You can purchase this over in the Etsy store. You can purchase the transfer. If you already have the transfer, you can purchase the other stuff. There's lots of options. Let's get these glued on there. Do you think that's okay? Tell me if that looks good. Because I'm kind of liking it like that. There's a glue string there. I'm going to glue it on with just my regular glue. I'm thinking like that. I'm thinking just like that is perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going with it. I'm going with it like that. You guys, this is so much fun. So if you love creating and you're thinking, gosh, you know what? I want to do this, but I'd love to get a discount. Now is the time. Okay. I don't plug the business that much. I need to plug it more. I am told that all the time. So this really is a business for me. I love doing Chocolate Tour. I love being able to do the kits. It is a real business for me. I do make money at it. I'm not allowed to talk about how much. We're not allowed to disclose any of that type of thing. But I'm very happy with what I've been able to do and make with Chocolate Tour. And if you are thinking that you would like to join and just get the discount, you absolutely can do that. There is never any pressure to do more. There's incentives to do more, but there's never any pressure on you. You don't have to do Facebook Lives. You do not have to sell. You can do it just for the discount. You can join for $9.99. Or if you're in Canada, you can join for free. And then they have a special this month. Okay, so it's pretty awesome, guys. This is extra. That one's just staying there. So this month only, in the month of October, when you purchase, okay, so when you join and then you purchase $100 or more, you will receive $50 in designer dollars, which you use on product. Free product. So basically you get $50 in free product, and that is at your designer pricing. So that goes even further. So at 40% off, you get to get an additional $50 for free. Okay, so if you join this month, then purchase $100 or more, you get $50 in designer dollars. So you can purchase $50 in product. That's what it's called, is designer dollars. Purchase $50 in product for free. All you do is you pay your shipping. You always pay shipping when you do things like that. So you always have to pay your shipping and your tax in your area. But what a great deal. So join for $9.99. You get 40% off. Plus you get, remember that 15% coupon? So on one order you can get 55% off. And you get $50 back. Okay, so what a deal. What a deal is that? That is an awesome deal. Okay, so if you want to do that, just send me a message or comment that join, okay, and I will send you the information. Okay, we're going to put the top on here. There's three little beads that we're going to put on here. So this is the thinner jute. I have it folded in half. I'm not tying a knot in the end yet, okay, because I have to put the beads on. So you're going to fold this in half, then it goes through here. Grab your tails. You might need to glue these or tape these together to thread it through, okay? So here's the thing, that sometimes these are skinnier, like this bead, one end is thicker. You know what, take your scissors and kind of go like that and make sure that it's opened, okay? That is what I do. Take your ends and go like this, make sure they're even, and then you're going to thread those through your beads. So there's 2 of your plaid and then 1 of your plain beads. It's just going to go like this right through there. If you need to tape that together with blue painter tape, go ahead and do that. I usually will just twist it. If it's just a couple of them, I'll just twist it. If I'm doing a whole bunch, I will grab something. Sometimes I'll use the little things that you use to floss your teeth, those little plastic flossers. Those are great. So just go ahead and get those beads on there, just like that, and then tie a knot at the top, and you're done. You are done. Look at how cute that is. I think I want it to be a little bit shorter than that. Okay, let me just make it, it doesn't need to be that long. Okay, so I think right like that. And then you're done. Your ornament is done. Look at that. Isn't that cute? If you want to put a little bow in there, you can, but I don't think it needs it. So if you purchase the kit, you're going to get the bright white and you're going to get the squeegee. You'll get the door tag. You'll get all the little doodads that go with it. You will not get this chalk paste. I do still have some left from the sale. If you need the Shimmer Midnight, you can do your own thing. You won't get the Shimmer Frost, but I have extra of that, a few of those also. So anyways, guys, what do you think? I think it turned out super cute. I think it's really fun. Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. It's fun when things come together, when you just, you know, start drawing. And I just started drawing on the computer. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at, and here we are. All right, so I have another project with the other part of the transfer. So this was part of the transfer. This is the other part. It's a size B transfer. We'll do something else with this part later on in the week. All right, guys. I know. I'm gonna thank you, Karen. I'm plugging it right now. You know how I am. Okay, give me some hearts. If you love it, just throw me some hearts. Your hearts are at the bottom down here. It's this right here. Give me some hearts if you love it. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Let me put myself up in the corner really quick. Really quick. Yeah. I know. Yay, there I am. Okay, and I'm gonna figure out how to turn that TV off. I'm gonna have to unplug it from the wall because, and if it still is on, then I'm gonna freak a little bit. It's been changing and going to different channels while I've been standing here. So George is definitely with us. And I can't turn it off with the, this is not working. I'm trying to turn it off with the channel changer. Okay, so the channel changer, I'm pressing off, and it's not turning anything. It's not off. There's no batteries on it. The batteries are not working. So I don't even know. I have no idea how it could possibly turn on its own. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll get my mess cleaned up, and I will. I'll make sure that everything gets posted to Etsy. It's not there yet. It will be later. Okay, so don't look for it yet. Give it about a half an hour, at least. And then I'm going to be getting out invoices from the chalk paste and ink sale. I have all of the things ready to go. I have all the totals, so now I can just start setting invoice. All right, I love you guys. Tomorrow's Monday. I'll see you in the morning. 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Be here. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.